So yesterday or the day before, I said that it snowed. We had some snow, and we've had a little bit more last night. See, look, half-buried dog. Yeah, there he goes. Because we got he's gone. Yeah, he's funny, right? So yeah, we've got a big dump of snow. If you're watching on, put a picture up last night around midnight or so on Facebook and Instagram, because it's the same company. And it was just coming down, but 2 inches in an hour or something. Oh man, you got us. That looks so beautiful. So it's a nice day. It's not snowing now, but holy smokes.
Yeah, so much snow.
We got a lot of work to do. Shoveling. All the horses are good. Lots of food. Are you sliding? What are you gonna do? Or are you shoveling?
I just need a little bit of snow.
A little bit of snow? Oh. Well, see if you can find some. Zeus! Zeus, come here. Zeus, come here. Come here. Where is he? He's out of frame. Zoom out. So anyways, I don't know what's gonna go on today. We'll see. Maybe nothing. Maybe this is just maybe it'll just be Zeus. That's not so bad. Anyways, horses are good. They're all eating. They've got lots of food. They've got their water. They've got a beautiful day. Yeah, this is really great. It's supposed to rain actually over the next 5 days, so hopefully this stuff will sort of melt away. It's gonna be slushy and yeah. Okay, there's one shovel. What is it, Zeus? Go get it. Provide some entertainment for all of us. Good boy. This thing's off. Of course. I don't know what to do next, but I'll figure it out. Not today. Not today. All right, moving on. Spend the last few hours cleaning these pathways, which amazingly I can do with a leaf blower. It takes a little more time, but the physical effort is far less, which is really helpful. Gracie's been digging in the snow. Let's see if she'll do it while I got the camera going. Probably not. Well, maybe so. She just digs away. Takes a bite here and there. So much snow. I'm having a hard time believing. I have a hard time believing this much fell. Obviously, it's here. But anyways, so I've done all my primary pathways. Got this one. So now I've got these snow drifts. But I know that when it rains, and I got all the way down there, all the way along the arena and back, all the way to the very back stuff there. So leaf blower, handy device. Of course, now I look like the abominable snowman because it's so light, it blows it up everywhere. Salt waters are done, food's good. We're chucking hay out on the ground a little bit just to give them extra. You know, you can't go wrong by having a bit extra, kind of. Oh, see, it's deep. pain without these pathways. Plus it's going to rain, so when the rain comes down, it's going to clear all these paths. I mean, it's insane how much is here. But anyways, I thought I would put you guys down for a second. It's cold. I thought I'd answer a couple quick questions from the last video because my phone went, because there were some good ones, great suggestions. I really actually appreciate everybody who's given some amazing little compliments on my antics and efforts. It's successful. It's good. Patricia says gloves might help. Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, a lot of really nice comments. Thank you, everybody, for the encouragement, the compliments, the nice words. Just watching the kid. She's working. And I had a couple of suggestions. One of them was for the bottom of this thing here is maybe like a Teflon sheet or something like that, so that it doesn't stick. I think it's a great idea. I'm actually going to try to make a properly sized. You guys are on the Gator here, so I'm going to make something that fits the height of this thing really, really well, and something on top that doesn't. That has a lot of slip to it, essentially, so I can just slide it on and off. So I'm still thinking on that. You know, something cheap actually now, because it's wintertime, I can go to the dollar store and get those little slippery sleds and then tack them onto there, and then it'll also slide on the Gator as well. So I could have a normal platform where I have a platform, but the bottom of this thing will be slippery. So then I'll just have to make sure I figure out a way to tie it onto the Gator. There's a couple of tie points, so that should be good. So great idea. Sue had a great suggestion. Can't you just put the Gator in there? Yes, I can. I actually thought about it and never did it. Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to do that. Lori over at Tiny Toad Farm says she takes these things, cuts them in half, and uses them for water with a submerged heater and stuff like that. Works great. That's a fantastic idea. And putting a little bit of insulation or wrap between the cage and the container itself. So anybody who's thinking about using these containers, that's a great idea. Let's see. I had one more really good one that I wanted to. Everybody's just so nice. Somebody named David said, I never watched anything so funny. It's on par with Laurel and Hardy. I've seen Laurel and Hardy. I don't know if I'm that funny, but thanks. Andrea says she has 400 feet of garden hose. I rope and keep my basement in the winter. I also have 400 feet of garden hose, but it's on the ground all the time, so it froze. Which brings me to the next suggestion from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, for this one. I put my water lines underground with heat tape, also heaters in the water troughs. So that's a really common suggestion for water, and all of the lines here are underground that go to the no frost. So when you see me messing around with these things here, come on camera. Oh, jeez, the snow is incredible. So this is called a no frost. I've gone over it in the past. Essentially, it keeps water out of this part all the way down to the ground, which goes about 3 feet down. And then when you lift this thing up, if this part isn't frozen, and this little bit here isn't frozen, and this little bit here isn't frozen, this will move. Right now it's kind of frozen because of up here. Then the water comes all the way up the ground and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. You get water. So all of the lines here are underground at least a foot below frost line. So none of the lines. So there's another no frost up there just ahead of the gate. There's one here. There's one there next to Rue's paddock. As you guys have seen, that blue thing there. And then there's one more down there somewhere. So and those lines are all underground. They do not freeze. None of these freeze. They're ace perfect. The only time that they will freeze is if they leak, which means that water is perpetually in that galvanized pipe, which obviously it will then freeze. That happened one time here and I had to fix it. No problem, got it fixed. Done deal. But to get down, all the way down that way, there's a lot of trees and a lot of roots in the ground, so then you have no really good way to kind of get an underground hose down there, and I haven't figured that out yet. So during these freezy times, it's carting water. So what are you gonna do? Anyways, thank you everybody for those suggestions. I hope a little Q&A here helped with wintertime fun. But this leaf blower is fantastic. It's the big one. You're gonna get a leaf blower. This is the BR700. Really powerful. Well worth it. I was recommended when I went there. I said, okay, what should I get? Well, how big is your property? I said 5 acres. Just buy the biggest one you can buy. It's 50 bucks off anyways. Oh, it's a deal. Couldn't say no to a deal. So I did it. I bought that and I've never looked back. I had a little dinky one from a while ago and it sucked. It took me forever. That thing, because this stuff is still quite fluffy, you know. It really blows well. So, and everybody's doing well. Horses are good. Food's good. Water's good. Rue's eating. Lena's got lots. Gracie's kicking snow around and stuff. The kid's back there working. Good job, kid. Okay, I've done all my primary pathways. It's time to get onto the secondaries. That's the ones that I don't use as often, but I still want to use, especially once it starts to rain. All of this will clear out, and then I'll have these nice pathways, but this foot and a bit worth of snow will have to stay until it can properly defrost away. Either way, thanks everybody for coming in to watch this one. I know it's not very interesting, but it's life around here. What are you gonna do? It snowed. Lots. Okay, that's it for now. Here's my beautiful landscape to look at. You know, I'd appreciate it when I'm not you know, trying to make it move around and get out of my way or step through it. I really like it. It's beautiful. But not when I'm working it. Okay guys, see you again tomorrow. Check it out. It's my gator garage.
And
This
this
thing's
is the snowball making
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, great job. This fits perfectly. So yeah. Thanks Sue for the reminder to stick the gator inside of there. It fits really well. Right?
Right.
Right.